Shalom. It is good to be with you again on the radio. I am Rabbi Micah Becker-Klein of the Community Chavurah of Delaware. And this will be my final recording voice for the Rabbi Speaks, as after 14 years, I am relocating to a position in Irvine, California, and will be the senior rabbi at University Synagogue. It has been a great pleasure to serve the Jewish community of Delaware and the wider community over these past 14 years, to see the ways that we are able to grow together, learn together, pray together, and understand the diversity of our world and appreciate all that it means. So one of the ways that we do this, of course, is through discussion and learning. And it has been a great pleasure to participate in this Torah discussion as we read through the Torah, the 5 books of Moses in the Jewish tradition, in weekly increments over the course of a year. And we are at a section right now in the book of Numbers, chapter 13. And it is known by the Hebrew opening phrase, shlach, or shlach lecha, which refers to send yourself as a term, and in particular is about the narrative experience when the scouts are sent by Moses into the land of Canaan to come back with the first reports of what people find. This is a well-known episode, as the majority of these scouts come back and say it is both a wonderful land, but filled with some very treacherous situations. And 2 of these scouts come back with a positive report of the potential for the land and the potential for being together, benefiting from what it means to live in this place, Canaan, and what will soon be known as the land of Israel. But we are now looking at a time where the people themselves do not have enough confidence in their own ability. And so what happens is we wind up with 38 more years of wandering, giving us a total of 40 in this experience that we know of the Israelite experience in the wilderness over 40 years. And there are a number of times where it gets extended due to the way in which people react to one another, their surroundings, or the peoples that they're encountering. I believe that it is these challenges that were before this new group of people, these Israelites who've been in a number of generations in servitude and slavery, that are now exploring, learning the roles of freedom, the responsibilities of freedom and justice that are played out in this emerging society and community, and becomes, in a way, the exploration for what will be the people, the state, the place called Israel, and in trying to understand what was the essence of the experience. I believe it has to do with understanding the holiness within the land, any land that is, of course, land, the earth that we share, and with people, the people with whom we share this earth. At the end of the narrative experience in this week's portion, with the scouts coming back with this majority saying it's not good for us to be there yet, we don't think we can do that, the response is to have a commandment from God to create the prayer shawl, the tzitzit, rather, the knotted fringes that have God's name woven into them in these knots, these types of Jewish macrame, if you will, these knots that had God's name woven into them, put onto our clothing and onto our prayer shawls to remind us that we are holy, and that with everyone we experience in the world, that there's a holy spark, that there are from the same originating force that we share this earth with. And as much as the tzitzit, these pieces of our clothing remind us in our encounters, as we might pick them up and bring them to our lips as a moment of reflecting on what is holy, perhaps it is just like the mezuzah on our doors, reminding us that when we come and go in and out of our homes, the encounter should be holy in our home, and the encounter should be holy as we leave our home. And so, as we get through this narrative, I believe that there's a reflection on how people experience newness in life, new chapters, new ways of being, and that we can come up with our own rituals. We can come up with our own ways of creating holy avenues of expression, so we can become balanced and become those that can share this world and elevate its diversity and elevate the holiness within everything, every spirit, and every place. That's what I see in this week's portion, Shalach Lecha. Send yourself out, but send your true self out. And so it leads me to a phrase that's guided me much in my life from the prophet Micah, for whom I was given my name, and inspires me to both look at this portion and its message of finding holiness within and around us in everyone we meet and know. It's a blessing I offer to you and to all you know and your family and our world. With this, my concluding recording for this great program on WDL. What does the Lord ask of you? What does God say? What does the Lord ask of you? What does Yah say? You got the love of justice. You got the love of mercy. You got to walk humbly. You got to love everybody. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. What does the Lord ask of you? What does God say? What does the Lord ask of you? What does God say? You got to love the justice. You got to love a mercy. You got to walk humbly. You got to love everybody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. Shalom, everyone. Blessings. May you find peace within you this week, around you this week. Build a world of justice. Build a world of love. I'm Rabbi Micah Becker-Klein. Shalom.